Hello everyone, welcome back to EazyTutor. This is Arokya. As we saw in last video, we have discussed about how to automate API-based web request and how to scrape the data from simple websites which has valid page source, the actual data which we need in page source. And in this video, we are going to see for the latest modern web servers like Node.js and all, which generates the page content through scripts, through JavaScripts. We are going to see how to automate that using browser automation. So in this task, I am going to show you people how to log into your Facebook account using our automation. For that, first we need to fetch the username and password. So I'm going to script it here. So let's see. First, I'm going to fetch username, which is like our input. Enter Facebook username. Okay. Then password. So I don't want to show you the password. So we need to import module called getPass. So I'm going to say getPass dot getPass and enter Facebook password. Okay, now we have username and password, and first we need to initiate a browser object. For that, we are going to use a module named Selenium. Selenium is available in multiple programming languages. For Python, we have Selenium as well. So I'm going to import from Selenium, import WebDriver. WebDriver is nothing but our browser kind of instance which allows to create a browser objects for opening our URLs and interact and send our input and get the response and all those stuff. So first we need to initialize a browser. Initialize browser. I'm going to use Firefox here. So my browser object. And before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it under one try catch. I'm initiating browser, and here I'm going to put finally as well. Here I should close the browser. So by mistake also it shouldn't be kept open. So let me open the browser webdriver.firefox. I'm going to use, if you want Chrome, you can use Chrome as well. And for these browsers, we need a WebDriver as well. Since I'm going to use Firefox, I need to initiate with exact WebDriver exe, which is here. I have downloaded and kept it ready, Gecko driver. And I'll show you how to download these drivers. You go and search Gecko driver download. I guess there will be one SourceForge link or this GitHub link. You can visit this and download the relevant file based on your operating system. I had downloaded Windows 64, and if your choice is Chrome browser, and you can download a Chrome driver, download Selenium. And this is a Chrome driver. You can download any of these. This latest one, and can start using. So download your driver, and apart from that, both are similar only. For Firefox, I am going to give executable path. Executable path is nothing but our driver path. Here I am going to one level above and providing gecko driver.exe. Okay, that's it. So now if we run this, we should see one browser instance, and this will be asking username and password. Let's comment it for now. And this getPass, I can show you. This should not echo the input whatever we enter. So I'll just show you this as well for demonstration purpose. I'll just print it. Python browser based automation. Okay, username for just testing admin, and password admin. I entered admin, but it didn't echo when we enter the password. So when you interact with some confidential stuff, you can use this. Okay, so the browser object got initiated and closed it immediately because we don't have any other further action here. So let's get one URL, get https google.com sorry, google.com, and to observe the browser, I'm just making it to wait for 10 seconds. Time.sleep 10. Okay, I'm running it now. Admin, so I could have disabled it. It's opening the browser now. Okay, it opened. It's triggering google.com in that address bar. Okay, google.com here. Now you can see one difference. There's a different color code here. You can see what is this. And see, it will say okay, sorry. So let me come on this. There is nothing but like this browser is being operated by one bot. That is what the icon represents. Okay, so our aim is fetch username and password, open facebook.com and feed the credentials and click login button. So I have opened facebook.com. Then after that I'll wait. In other instance we can open facebook.com and we'll inspect. Okay, when you go when you want to get the exact address, we can say in DOM or any location of a particular element, there are different ways of getting that exact location. Let's say this input box we want to interact with, we want to send our username here or phone number here. So right click and go to inspect element. This is a rendered HTML output by the browser from the JavaScripts which we saw in last video. So here you can see there is one input ID which has ID of email. So you can right click and copy the text path, the CSS path or CSS selector. Any of these three you can select. I am going with XPath and I am going to find that element in the browser. For that you can use the method called find element. There are a lot of different methods. You can directly find the element by ID, or you can directly find the element by passing the XPath. So here I am passing the XPath. Okay, and this element I am storing. Okay, username object. Similarly, I am going to store the password object as well. Okay, for that inspect the password. Okay, this is the password. Right click, copy and XPath. Browser.find element by XPath. Okay, now we have both elements, username and password. So now we can interact with these two elements using the selenium methods. Username object. Here I have one method called send keys. For this you can send our username, and password object we can send our password which we receive here. Okay, now we'll see whether this has been sent to browser or not. Okay, admin@admin.com just for testing and admin. Okay, now our browser should open and facebook.com should open in that open browser. Then our username and password should be fed to those two fields. Okay, it got fed and it got exited because we haven't given any timeout here. Okay, it got okay. Okay, after that we need to click this login button. For that I am going to inspect an element of this login. This ID is U0 button, U0B. I am copying this XPath of this as well, and without storing your element, you can just click that as well. So find my X path, I am going this. Okay, I got this element and I'm going to click. This click method will just simulate a click event on this found element. Okay, now let's try, and we need to wait here for around 60 seconds probably to see. Time dot sleep 60. Okay, now I'll run this. Okay, here I am giving my username and my password. Okay, now I have given my actual password. It should read these two and click login button, and I should get my Facebook page. Sent. Click login button. I have enabled two-step authentication, so it's asking the security code for me. So once you hit the enter the security code, you can log in. So that is how. If you don't have two-step authentication enabled, so it will directly log you in. Okay, so fine. So this is how we can automate almost any websites. So there are a lot of other methods as well. You can fetch the page source using this method called browser.pageSource, and you can proceed with beautiful swooping and all those stuff. Page source, this will give you the HTML content, even though the content is fully generated from JavaScript, because we simulate a browser and opening the link. So you'll be getting the actual page source here. From that page source, we can fetch whatever the content we want, that structured data we were discussing. So this is it. And one more additional point, there will be some cases where I don't need to open my browser. There won't be any interaction, and the browser should run completely headless. So in that case, we can configure browser options for it. So I'll show you how to do that, and you experiment that stuff and let me know. Firefox and options. I'm importing options. So before instantiating the browser, I'll declare these options. With these options, I just create an object, and I'm setting this headless equal to true, and while initiating the browser, I'm passing this options. This will open your browser instance completely behind the scene, and this will give you exactly the same functionalities which you can achieve if it was opened in foreground. So I am just trying to show you guys it's working fine. So I'll enter this. Okay, and my password. Now it should print the page source of that security code to us. So I'll expand it so you can see. It should have opened that Firefox instance in background. Okay, see, it is printed all the stuff, this HTML page. You can probably see something, enter your security code or something. See, device-based login, device-based regular login, all those stuff. You can see the login, attempt and all. If we want to see exactly what is there, then we can copy this. Okay, let me copy all this stuff and search for that security code. So just to verify, okay, let me close this. And security code something, enter. See here, you can see that you have entered is incorrect. The password that you have entered is incorrect. So here, while entering my password itself, I have entered it wrong. So it says this error message. So that is what this says about these scripts and all. This actual page source, after validating the password and sending back the error message, which is the password that you have entered is incorrect. So you can see the headless option is working fine in this case. So you can experiment this headless option as well if you want to do a standalone automation which should not open any window or do something like that. These methods will help you much. These are the major operations you should have you may come across with. Finding element, sending some input and clicking that element and getting that page source, do whatever you want. So that's it for this video. I hope you have some idea behind how to do web automation in Python, the different types, and how to approach these three different types of automation. Hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please do subscribe, share and like this video. Thanks much again.